three positive numbers. They add up to 1. The question is, when is their product the largest? What would you choose? Let's experiment. What if one number is large and the other are small? If x equal to 0.1, y equal to 0.2, z equal to 0.7, the products x, y, z equal to 0.014, not very big. What if we balance them a little more? X equal to 0.1, y equal to 0.3, z equal to 0.6. The products equal to 0.018. Interesting. The products increase. Is it possible that the more equal they are, the larger the products become? What if they are completely equal? If each number is 1/3, then the product is 1/27. So far, that is the largest we have seen. But how do we know it is truly the maxima? There's a powerful inequalities in mathematics called the AMGM inequality. Arithmetic means is always greater than or equal to the geometric means. X plus y plus z, substitute by 1, then 1/3 larger or equal to x, y, z loop. After that, cut both sides. X, y, z less or equal to 1/27. It tells us something profound. No matter how you choose x, y, and z, the product can never exceed 1/27. And when does equality happen? X equal to y equal to z. It happens when all three numbers are equal. Here's the deepest idea. Multiplications reverse balance. If one variable grows too large, the other must shrink, and the overall product suffers. Additions tolerates imbalance, but multiplications demands fairness. The product is largest when everything is perfect even. Now, here's something even more interesting. What if the sum were 10 instead of 1? Or what if there were 4 numbers instead of 3? Furthermore, or what if there were n numbers instead of 3? The pattern still holds. The maximal product always happens when all numbers are equal. Let us think it. Symmetric maximize multiplications. Sometimes math does not just solve a problem. It reveals a principle. Balance, symmetric, fair distribution. That's where the measurement lives.